Kay Brodney is widely recognized as one of the most spirited and adventurous fly fishing pioneers of the 20th century. Born in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin in 1920, Kay grew up fishing at her family's summer cottage on Green Lake. Affected by the Great Depression, her family would eventually call the cottage home. It wasn't until 1948, while witnessing a casting competition at Golden State Park in San Francisco, where Kay discovered her passion. Kay quickly began fly fishing and developed her exceptional casting skills. In 1950, she placed third in the Western Championship distance casting competition, only to be told she was disqualified for being a woman. Undeterred, she continued to compete and went on to win the National Association of Accuracy Casting Ladies Dry Fly Competition in 1956. Through these tournaments, she discovered a love for steelhead fishing and spent several years in Northern California living as a self-described fishing bum. Her newfound love brought her up the coast chasing steelhead until she settled in Seattle, Washington. Throughout this time, Kay began to travel as well. According to the American Museum of Fly Fishing, Kay is thought to be one of the first to catch a dorado on a fly, and in 1962 landed a 137.6-pound tarpon on 12-pound tippet in the Florida Keys while fishing with IGFA Hall of Fame inductees Stu Apt and Ted Williams. While living in Seattle, Kay began to attend classes at the University of Washington, eventually graduating with a bachelor's degree in zoology in 1965. Seeking further education to help fund her fishing lifestyle, she set out in search of an advanced degree. This led Kay back to the East, where she received a master's degree in library science from Rutgers University. She then went on to work as a librarian at the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., where she eventually served as the head of the Life Sciences Subject Catalog section. Through her readings at the Library of Congress, Kay got the idea to travel around the world and fish unusual destinations. On these trips, Kay did what other anglers hesitated to do. Kay spent many extended vacations fishing in extreme and remote regions of South America. With poor sleeping accommodations and a lack of transportation, Kay returned year after year chasing the thrill of landing peacock bass and other species on a fly. Kay was accompanied in one of these Amazon trips by Sports Illustrated writer Clive Gammon. In May of 1981, Clive released his article, "Please Don't Fall in the Water," sharing with the world the details of Kay's incredible expeditions. In addition to her work in the Library of Congress, Kay also served on the American Museum of Fly Fishing Board of Trustees from 1974 until 1983. Unable to fish herself, she spent her later years accompanying others, including her friend and IGFA Hall of Fame member Joan Wolfe. After suffering for several years from a circulatory disease contracted from an insect bite sustained on one of her many South American trips, Kay died in 1994. A trailblazer for women in the sport and a pioneer, the IGFA is proud to induct Kay Brodney into the IGFA Fishing Hall of Fame.